Thank you. So we'll start session. So today, this is actually Python full stack live demo. So today is the first session, first demo session. So this demo is actually two parts. Today I'm going to discuss the part 1 and tomorrow part 2. Okay, 2 days you have to attend so that you will get a full clarity on this Python and Python full stack is what. Okay, so if you attend these 2 sessions today and tomorrow, then you can decide it whether you want to take this Python full stack course or not. Okay, and do you have any benefit or not? That is from through Harsha Trainings. Okay, and as a trainer from my side, okay, myself is Venugopal. Okay, so is it is it the demo and the Python full stack content? I'm going to explain to you everything in these 2 days. So is it okay or not? Okay, so you can check all these things within these 2 demo sessions. Okay, you will get a full clarity, and you try to note some points also. Some runtime notes, you can just note some points. That is very important for you, so that after class, if you refer that points here, you can recollect whatever we discuss in the class. Okay, na? Right. So we'll start here. So fine. So in this session, I'm going to discuss for you Python full stack. Exactly what is this and what we are going to cover in this Python full stack course. So first of all, I am going to give the overview about all these things, whatever we are going to cover in this Python full stack. Okay, so that you will get a full clarity. Actually, what is this Python full stack? What it contains? Okay, and if you learn this, what type of application we can design? Like all these points, you will get within these 2 demo sessions. Okay, right. So this is the agenda of the Python full stack. Like here we are going to discuss what is Python, what is Django, what is Django REST framework, front-end technologies, back-end technologies, database is what, full stack Python means what. Along with that, real-time applications of the Python, real-time applications of the Django, and React.js. Okay, in case if anybody are listening some of the words or terminology new, don't worry. I'm going to explain all this, not only in demo sessions, regularly we are going to listen these terminologies in our regular sessions also. So don't worry, in case if anybody are listening these words or terminologies very first time. Okay, because all these words are belongs to our Python full stack as a part of this Python full stack. So first we'll start with Python. So what is Python? Python is a programming language. Programming language, or it is a scripting language. I hope you people know some of the programming languages. You might have studied some of the programming languages. Maybe for example, Java. Okay, C language, C++. Okay, Java, maybe .NET. Anyone, at least you know one of the programming languages. I hope, right? So like that, Python also a programming language. Python also a programming language. So what is the use of this programming language? So Python programming helps to write the programs to develop the software or applications. See, if you want to design any software or application, we need to write the programs. Okay, we need to write what? Programs. The programs we can write using the programming languages. Okay, like Python, C language, C++, Java, .NET. There are so many different other programming languages also available. But here, why we are choosing only Python? Okay, we'll discuss in this session. So next point here is Python is very easy by compared to other programming languages. By compared to C language, C++, Java, .NET, Python is very simple and easy. It is easy to learn, easy to understand, easy to remember. Okay, everything is easy. And also it is very simple. Okay, so let me explain to you practically by taking simple programs. I'm going to explain to you how Python is easy. I'm going to compare with Java code. This is a code for printing a name 100 times. I want to print something name 100 times, for example. So if I write this program using Java code, right side there is a Java code. So if you take Java code or .NET code or C language code or C++ code, it's very lengthy actually. Suppose in the Java code, we have to import a library. Next, we have to define a class like public class, class name some test, for example. Then open curly brace. Then close curly brace. Now this is the body of the class. Inside this body of the class, we are defining a main method in Java, public static void main string args. This is a main method body now. In this main method body, we are writing our logic actually. That logic we are writing using a topic is called loop topic. Looping concept is required here. It's a for loop. Okay, because here we want to print a name 100 times. That's why here inside this for loop, we are writing one statement system.out.println is a statement. In Java, this is used to print something. What we are printing here, Java we are printing. How many times we need to print here? 100 times. That is why instead of writing this statement 100 times, we are writing only one time inside where in the for loop. In the for loop, we are starting the value with 1, like int. Int is a data type. Int I equal to 1. 1 is an integer value, right? That's why data type is int here. So int I equal to 1, then 1 less than or equal to 100 is a condition. Then we have to increment the I value, I plus plus. So whenever I value is 1, it will check condition. Condition is true because 1 less than or equal to 100 is true. True means now it will execute the statements, will print Java first time. Okay. Then after printing the Java first time, again the controller cursor will go back. This time it will increment the I value. After that, it will check the condition. Now this time I value is 2. Condition is true again. Again second time will print the Java. Again control go back. Again the I value will be incremented. Now this time it is 3. I value is 3. 3 less than or equal to 100 is true. Then third time also will print Java. Like that, this loop will be repeated how many times here? 100 times. That's why the Java word will be printed here 100 times. See, it is a time-taking process. Time-taking process. And also, if you want to write this program in Java, C, C++, see, you need to remember the syntax, like how to define the class, how to define the main method, how to write the for loop syntax here. This is the syntax or structure of the for loop. One topic you have to learn like this. Then one more very lengthy statement here, system.out.println. It's a very lengthy actually. Okay. As a beginner, many people will get confusion also. Okay. But left side, if you observe, is a Python code. It's very simple. I did not define any library. So before that, you can check here. Instead of system.out.println, I am using simply one function is called here print function. It's a predefined function in Python. It is for printing the result of the program. So print of, I want to print here Python. So here Python in double quotes, or you can use single quotes also. Then asterisk or star, then 100 because I want to print 100 times. So happily it will print Python 100 times. Very simple. Only one line code in Python. In the Python, we are not using any library. We are not using any class. We are not using any main method. No for loop. Even no need to use this much of lengthy statement to print also. Okay. So it's very simple. See, that is what how Python is easy. Let me show this practically to you. Already I have a Python software. I'll connect to the Python shell. Later I will show to you what is this Python shell, how to install. I will show all this to you later. Okay. Now here I'll connect to Python from command prompt like this. Here I want to print Python 100 times. That's it. Enter. See, it's very simple. You can use single quotes or double quotes. No problem at all. Because here Python, it will not follow sometimes very strict rules. Even semicolon also optional. Top, I did not use any semicolon. But still it is working. See. But this will not work in the case of other programmings. Suppose in the Java, see here, compulsory you have to use a double quotes. Compulsory you have to terminate the statement with semicolon. If you forget semicolon, you will get the error. See, as a beginner, whenever you are going for coding, very first time for small program also, you will get the many errors. Only with comma, semicolons like this. But that type of headache is not there in Python. It's very syntactical free. Okay, right. Like that, I'll take one more program. This is a program to reverse the string or word. Okay, if I give any word or string that you have to reverse. Right side Java code is there. It's very lengthy. See here, there are so many topics you have to remember. Okay, so it is difficult. But left side you see, same program I'm writing within 2 lines only. But logic is only 1 line. Simple, using the slice operator. It is called actually slice operator. See, the string is, for example, my name here, s equal to Venugopal. I want to reverse it. So in the printer, print of yes colon -1. It is going to reverse it. I'll show to you practically. Now see s equal to, I'll take here. Let's take here 5. I want to reverse it. S of colon -1. See here, it is reversed. So this is called actually slice operator in Python. Even though if you do not know about this slice operator, if you remember this, the syntax or the format, whatever I given here, if you remember this, we can write the program very easily and fast. Okay, you know it, remember these many concepts like Java. There are so many methods, functions, loops, other syntax are there. Very difficult. Okay, that is what. Like that, not only these two programs, there are so many logics, real-time logics. We can write within few lines only, and that is very simple also, easy also. That's why I said, by compared to other programming languages, Python is very simple and also easy, and also we can write the programs, we can design the applications very fast as well. Okay, right. That is what actually Python. I given the overview on the Python. Okay. Next, as a part of this Python full stack, we will also learn Django. See, in this full stack demo, as I said, I'm explaining to you whatever we are going to discuss. Now here I'm giving the overview on each and everything. What is that and why it is? And what are the real-time applications of all these things also? I'm going to explain it. So that it is actually overall is that around 5 to 6 months course. If you take daily 1 hour. Okay, so this 5 to 6 months course, I am giving the overview within 2 days. Within 2 days. Okay, that is what your demo session. So that you will get a full clarity. If you have any doubts, you can ask me end of the session here, and also note some points here. Okay, note some points. Fine. Next, Django. So what is Django? So Django is a web framework technology. So try to understand very slowly. See, whatever the terminologies we are going to discuss in this session, also helpful if you learn any other technology also. Okay, that's why these are very, very helpful. These are very, very important and also helpful for you. Okay, right. So framework means what? Framework means it is a ready-made tool or inbuilt architecture. Framework means it is a ready-made tool or inbuilt architecture. So it is a web framework because we have some different types of other frameworks also. But this Django is a which framework? It is a web framework. It's a web framework or web framework technology. So why we are calling it is a web framework? Because this Django we use to develop the what web applications or websites we can design. That's what see. It is used to develop the web applications or you can say websites very easily and quickly. How can we design very easily and quickly? Because the Django is a framework. In the framework already, maximum coding has already done by the developers. Okay, maximum code is done by the developers only. I mean, whoever designed the Django already written the code for this. The code which we require for our projects, for example. Okay, as a developer, now we are after that you are I mean after completion of the course, now you are going to become a developer. You need to develop your own projects. At the time, you no need to put more effort, more time. Okay, because already most of the work has done in this technology, Django technology. Because it is a ready-made tool, inbuilt architecture. If anything is ready-made, okay, using is very easy and fast. For example, see, right now, see, nowadays we are using anything is ready-made only. Ready-made clothes, ready-made food, like Zomato. We no need to cook at our homes, right? Simply we can put the order. Within few minutes, you can receive the food because ready-made it is available. Ready-made clothes are there. You don't need to spend the time for stitching the clothes. Just you can visit any shopping mall, okay, and you can choose your own cloth, whichever you want, the dress or whatever it may be. You can just trial it. If you okay, then you can purchase it immediately. It's fast because these are all ready-made. Same way in the technology also we have some ready-made libraries, ready-made things are there. They are called here frameworks. Okay, like here Django is a web framework technology that is used to develop the web applications very easily and also quickly. Okay, so we can design the web applications like Flipkart, Amazon, okay, IRCTC, Book My Show, like any type of web applications we can design using the Django. Next, it is the most popular Python's framework used by many companies in the IT industry for the web development. Okay, so actually this Django is created or designed using the Python only, Python programming only. That is why it is called here Python's framework. So that's why before going to the Django, we have to learn and also understand the Python. However, we are going to start with Python only. So once if you know Python, understanding writing code in Django is very simple and also easy. Okay, and many companies are using the Django for developing the what web applications or websites. Okay, see, there are some Java also is there, .NET also is there. Like there are some other technologies also available for web development. But why we have to choose the Django means because it is very easy and also fast. We also have some other advantages I'll explain to you. So those advantages you cannot see in Java technology or .NET technology or any other technology also. That's why it is becoming popular, more popular in the IT industry. Next, REST framework, Django REST framework. Django REST framework is used to develop the APIs for Django web applications. Using Django, what we can do? Tell me what I said. Using Django, what we do? Anyone, please? Just now I said, no. What is the use of Django? Django is different. Django REST framework is different. Okay, its purposes are different. What is the use of Django? I said, anyone, please? What we do using Django? I said, you can respond in chat box. What we do using Django? See, usually I'm going to communicate in the regular session also, not only in demo session. In the regular session also, daily I'm going to communicate with you. So daily I'm going to ask some questions to you. Okay, so that I'm going to continue my classes like this. Because right now it's an online session. I should know that whether you are listening or not, whether you are able to understand or not, whether you are able to catch my lecture or not. Like I want to know all these things. Okay, even you cannot see this type of facilities in offline class also. That's why you can utilize this. Be active and try to respond. That is advantage for you only. If you respond, there is advantage for you only. Because you want to learn the subject. Already I know the subject. Okay, so if you want to learn the subject and if you want to understand more and more, you have to communicate with me. You have to answer to my questions so that you will learn more and more. You will get a more and more confident also. At the time of interview, you no need to get any worry so that happily you can give the interview there. So like in the regular session also, I'm going to ask some questions just like an interview only. Okay, we are going to cover so many interview questions also in the regular sessions. Many daily classes, many interview questions. So that so you will get you will understand, you will get the subject with full clarity if you answer or if you know the answers for the questions. Okay, that is advantage for you. Fine. So what is Django I said? Okay, I asked a question. Yes. So here Shubham has given the answer is develop web application. Yes, Django we use for what? To develop the web applications. But here Django REST framework, we are using for what? To develop the APIs for web applications which we design using Django. Now we have to understand what is API here. What is API? Let me explain what is API and what is the purpose of API. So API stands for Application Programming Interface. Application Programming Interface. So what is the use of this? API helps to make available of the Django application to different apps like mobile apps or other web applications, so that users can interact with the web application from many sources or many apps. Means what? Let me explain this, okay, with one diagram. Before that, I'll repeat this point once again. What is the use of this API? Means it helps to make available of the Django application. Means we are able to access the any web application from many other mobile apps or other websites. For that purpose here, we have to design the API for the web applications. Let me explain this, okay, with one real-time scenario. So here if you observe, uh, right side if you observe, there are some different, assume that these are the some websites. Any bank will maintain the website, right? For example, Bank of India, Axis Bank, ICICI, HDFC, SBI, LIC, all these will maintain what? Websites, web applications. And customers also can visit the websites, and they also can do some transactions that, for example, banks, internet banking, that, right? So, see, for example, you can take any one website here, for example, SBI. I'll take here SBI. Okay. So suppose if you want to do any transaction, for example, I want to transfer some amount, or I want to check my balance of account. Okay, one way is we can visit the SBI website, we can log in and you can check it, the balance, or you can transfer money, whatever you want it. Okay, that is one way. But actually it is little bit lengthy because opening the website, logging in, all these things. But right now we are using what? Some mobile apps. Left side you can observe. For example, for this, we have some mobile apps like these are called actually UPIs, Unified Payment Interfaces, like Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, all these things. With the help of these apps also, we are able to check the balance, we are able to transfer the amounts, we can do some different activities, we can pay the bills. Yes or no? Without visiting the bank website, we are able to do all these with the help of the mobile apps very easily and also fast. Yes. So see, if you observe here, these UPIs like Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, actually these are not belongs to banking people. These are totally different people actually. But even though happily we are believing these apps, we are able to use these apps. Yes or no? Because this Phone Pay, suppose Phone Pay is not given by the bank. It's not belongs to bank people also. But even though we are using this happily and we are believing it, we are able to connecting our account to this. I mean, we are giving our bank details to this Phone Pay, and we are able to do some all the transactions with securely. How it is possible? Because of the API. With the help of this API only, it is able to possible. Okay, so once if we design the website of the, for example, SBI website we design using Django, for example. Okay, for that, if we design the API, okay, API just like after designing the API, then we will get one URL or some link. That link we can share to some other apps or websites, so that users can also interact with our website from the other mobile apps or other websites also. This API is very secure, robust, means very strong. That's why, okay, happily we're able to use all these apps. Not only these mobile, I mean, Phone Pay, all this. If suppose if you take a Zomato, after, Zomato, right? Like after, deliver the food, you are going to order the food. After delivery, you have to pay the bill, right? Some amount you have to pay, right? So you are going to open the Zomato app. Okay, you are going to maybe scan something, right? You are going to pay the, uh, amount. That amount will be deducted from where? From your bank only, right? Your bank means your bank account only. But actually, Zomato app is not belongs to bank people. Same way your Book My Show. Book My Show, maybe app or website. From there, you can book your tickets. Then you can pay the amount for the tickets. That amount will be deducted from where your bank account only again. Like that, you can take your Ola, IRCTC. If you want ride, okay, Ola is there, Uber is there, for example. From that app, you are going to pay after ride. IRCTC. Okay, you want, suppose if you want to book the tickets here, you have to do some payments again for the tickets. See, all these, if you observe left side, all these applications are connecting to the bank application, bank servers, bank databases. How? Because of APIs. If there is no API means we cannot use all these nowadays. Assume that there is no API means you cannot book your tickets through online. You cannot book your railway tickets. You cannot do any payments using these mobile apps. That is the power of API. It's very, very, very important nowadays. Okay, so this type of technology also we are learning. See, some of the institutions, they will give only the training on Django, but not Django REST framework. It's very, very important. Okay, at least basics you have to learn here. Okay, that's why here we are going to cover the Django REST framework here. It's very important. So you also will get some of the interview questions from this REST framework as well. Very, very important. So finally, the REST framework is used for what? To develop the APIs. So that applications, see, left side applications are different, right side applications are different. Different means these are totally different domains. And totally these are designed using some different technology also. Even though we are able to communicate each other, these two different applications are going to communicate each other. That is possible using this API. Okay, that is the power of API. So this type of API also we are going to design. I am going to show to you. Okay, in live I am going to show you how to design it. Very, very simple and also easy. I'll make you very simple this. Right. Next, okay, this is what Django REST framework. Next, backend technologies. See, actually, in the backend technologies, we are going to learn like Python, core Python, and also advanced Python. We are going to cover. Next, Django REST framework, and then database. So I'll explain the first three, right? What about the database? What is database here? See, database means it is a storage area wherever we can store our application data. See, if you take any application, for example, if you take your bank websites or apps, any app you can take, need to maintain or store some data. For example, if you take your bank, customers' data need to store. Lakhs of customers for one particular bank. Where you have to store and save all this data means in the database one. Yes, sir. Like that. For example, you can take YouTube. There are so many videos. Where these videos we are storing means in the database. Facebook is there. Insta is there. Daily there are so many lakhs of posts. Okay, reels you are going to watch, right? All these we are storing where means in the database. We need something place to store some data. That is what actually database. So that's why I said here, database is a storage area where we can store the data. Like in the real time, there are some different types of database are available. Like, for example, MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, okay, MongoDB, etc. there are some different databases are available. Okay, right. So here in our regular session, so I may discuss for you MySQL. But actually, along with Django, we'll get one database. I did not write here. That database is actually SQLite, SQLite database. This SQLite database will come along with our, actually along with Python only. SQLite database will come along with Python only. That also we can use in Django automatically. You don't need to install. You don't need to set up separately. See, this is also one advantage. Suppose if you take here Java, .NET, separately how to install the database. There is no default database. So what is the use if you already have a database means just you can focus on the coding first. You can try to design your application first. Later if you want you can change the database. Changing database is very, very simple. I'm going to show to you live. It's within 1 minute you can change the database. Within 1 minute only. We can change the database. Okay, so that's why here by default one database is there, SQLite database, right? So that's why here database also very important. There we need to store our application data, right? So next, these are the backend technologies actually. Next here, front end technologies. So front end technologies, if you observe, we are going to cover HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. See here, I am showing to you front end, back end technologies. All these we are going to cover in our regular session. Here I am explaining to you, means I am giving some overview on these all. Now back end I explained to you all, like what is Python, what is Django REST framework, what is database. Now we'll discuss about the front end technologies. HTML means what? It's a hypertext markup language. CSS means cascading style sheets, the full form. And then JavaScript, it is a scripting language like Python. React.js, also a front-end technology. It is a front-end framework. It's a front-end framework. I'll discuss in detail. So first of all, HTML. Anybody know HTML, please? Because I think you people know something about this, right? Anybody can give the answer. What is HTML? What is the use of it? If you know, just give the answer. We'll see. Anyone? Just you. Even though if it is wrong, you can just give the answer. Don't worry. Okay. You can share to me privately. If you want. Okay, I will explain to you. HTML is used to create the web pages. Very important term. Create the web pages. So first you have to understand what is web page here. Okay. See, if you open any web application, I'll open any website here. Okay. Suppose I'll open here Amazon. See here. See, every day in the regular session also, we are going to discuss the topics with real-time examples. So blindly, we don't discuss only the theory and programs. I'm going to map the theory and the programs, whatever we are going to write are the real-time programs. You'll be having basic programs also. You'll be having the logical programs also, along with that real-time programs also. Okay. So different types of programs we can discuss in our regular session, so that you can easily understand the subject, easily can learn the subject. Okay, because in the nowadays there are so many technologies are there for us. By comparing those, we can learn very easily. Because once upon a time, if you observe, we don't have so many apps. Yes, sir, we don't have so many websites, so many apps. Once upon a time, if you observe, okay, in the 19th century, for example, so people were learning very blindly. But nowadays, not like that. There are so many different types of, examples are there to understand, so that we can compare our subject with real-time examples, real-time scenarios. For example, see right now, HTML that is used to create the web pages, I said. Now see, whatever the page you are looking here, this is a web page only now. Okay. Suppose if I click on any one link, for example, mobiles. See here I am clicking on mobiles. So it is opening one more page, which contains the mobile related content here. See here, all mobile related content like this. It is one page, mobile related page. Suppose if I click on any one computers, for example, okay, computers. It is opening the one more page. Here you can see computer related content. Like, you can see here mouse, headsets, some cables, laptop bags, keyboards, screen, something like this. Okay. So these are what actually pages. Every page contains some content here. So like that, if you observe here, if you click on any link here, that is opening what one page. Even if you click on one image also, that is going to open the one more page here. Suppose here, if I click on, for example, here, if I click on the mouse, see it is opening the one more page again. Okay. See, this web application, actually the Amazon is a web application. This web application is a collection of web pages. Means web application contains the thousands of web pages. Yes or no? See, so if you take this Amazon, there are so many pages, thousands of pages. Okay. And each and every web page contains what? Some text. For example, see, text is there. Some links are there. See here, links are there. Hand symbol you can see here. Links are there. Images are there. Videos are there. Okay, videos are there. You can also see the audios. See here, videos are there. Okay, videos, audios, animations, graphics, buttons, forms, links. Okay, there are so many things are there. Okay, so if you want to arrange all these different types of things, these are called actually elements. In the HTML, these are called here elements. Like button is one element, image is one element, video is one element. Okay, like all these are called here elements technically. So all these elements we are going to display in a page like this. And this type of pages we can create using what here? HTML. Okay, so HTML offers some tags. For example, for the image, if you want to display the image, there is one img tag is there. For example, if you want to create a form like registration form, login form tag is there. If you want to create button, so button okay, button tag is there. Like that, for each and every element, there is a tag is there. There's a tag is there. With the help of this, we are going to create all these elements and we are going to display in the page. That will become one web page. Such type of web pages we can create using the HTML. Okay, next. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. See, after creating a web page using HTML, we need to style this page. See, actually this page already styled, already created using HTML and also styled using CSS. That's why we can see all this. We are styling with some different sizes, shapes, and some order. We are putting all this content in one particular order only, in some different sizes and shapes. Because of how it is possible using CSS. Yes, sir. That's why CSS is very important. We can make our pages very stylish. we can put all these components in one particular order, different sizes, different shapes. So that looks very nice. Okay, so that is what actually CSS, right? Like next year, JavaScript. It's a scripting language. Okay, it's a scripting language like Python, but JavaScript purpose is different. Python purpose is different. Okay, so however, I'm going to explain this about because it will take some time to discuss about the JavaScript and also some React.js. So I'm going to discuss this in the next session. Okay, so tomorrow also same time at 4 p.m. you can connect here. 4 to 5 p.m. is a demo session. Okay, and we have still to discuss more about this. So today just I explained to you like what is Python, what is Django, what is Django REST framework. So backend technologies I discussed for you like Python, Django, Django REST framework, database also. Okay, database also. Yes. In tomorrow's session, I'm going to discuss about full stack means what exactly, and along with that, real-time applications of the Python means what are the real-time applications of the Python, where we are using this Python exactly, which type of applications already designed and we are using now. Same way like Django real-time applications, React.js real-time applications. Along with that, what are the benefits you will get if you take this Python full stack course from Harsha Trainings and from as a trainer from my side also. What are the benefits you will get? So all these in the tomorrow's session I am going to discuss for you. So don't miss tomorrow's session. If you listen to tomorrow's session, so that you will get a full clarity about the Python full stack. And later you can decide it. So whether you want to take this course or not. Okay. So that without missing tomorrow's session, you try to attend at 4 p.m. Fine. So before closing, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. And for any queries, this office contact Harsha Trainings. Okay. So if you want, you can also call. I'll share this number in the chat box. Take the number and save it. If you have any queries, you also can ask to them. You also can give your feedback later. Yeah. Any queries? Any questions? Any doubts? Okay. Even if the class is speed or explanation is speed or slow, if there are any queries also, let me know. So that next session, we can manage it. And see here, we are taking the limited students. Okay. So that I can focus on each and every people. The regular session, especially. Okay. Once if you start the regular session, so that actual class will start. Fine. Okay, guys, any doubts, please? Can you respond in the chat box, all of you, if it's okay? Everyone, please. I'm expecting the response in the chat box at least. Okay, fine. So if no doubts, you can leave session, guys. We'll continue tomorrow. Have a nice day. Hare Krishna. You can leave session, guys.